Cryptofrog's Chad Coins review. This edition of Chad Coins is going to focus on THORChain, aka RUNE. We're looking at the homepage there. Follow me on Twitter, watch this video, hit like, subscribe and share. So today we are going to be talking about THORChain, which is on the Binance chain, will make it possible for people to swap their crypto assets like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Monero, bitcoincash, Binance coin in a permissionless way. It is decentralized liquidity network. No one's telling you what you can or cannot swap. Even Ethereum's skinny legend Vitalik recently said that a decentralized exchange is needed to bridge what he called the embarrassing gap between the Bitcoin and Ethereum ecosystems. Hello, THORChain. In fact, the RUNE team, the THORChain team, even responded to his comments. I saw a tweet saying that he was describing what THORChain is, but it's even better as it's free from wrapped tokens or peg tokens and is chain agnostic. So what you have here is non-custodial cross-chain liquidity. Understand that? What does it solve? Well, it solves the problem of volatility with mobilized liquidity. Now, this is definitely not a project that I can even start to fully explain in a 10-minute YouTube video, so I'm not going to attempt to go to the YouTube, go to the website and check it out for yourself, THORChain.org. There is a lot to digest. It's quite overwhelming, really, the sheer amount of information. The team also have their own Medium page. They're very transparent. They're always updating investors on what's going on. It's March 30th, March 29th, March 24th, March 24th, March 23rd, March 16th. So you can see that they really communicate with everyone, which is good to see. And the website lays it out very nicely. I'm not going to read the website for you. The roadmap is very exciting because we are in the final testing stage of implementing ChaosNet. That's going to hit, and then we're going to go further and further down here, and eventually it's going to incorporate Bitcoin as well. ChaosNet comes when all the audits are done. Once Asgardex is rolling, you'll basically be able to use any crypto to buy RUNE. Some suggested reading for you is THORChain's website, their Medium, and rebase.foundation. They're on Twitter. They have a whole host of information and have videos that are much more in detail than I'm going to get, and they even read the white paper for you if you're not much of a reader. The tokenomics of RUNE are amazing. Liquidity plus security. Other must follow is Me Now Brains on Twitter. He is a wealth of information, and he's made a price estimator as well. You should definitely take a look at that. I'll leave a link to that below this video so you can have a play around with it. What you essentially do is you pick a coin that could end up being pulled in THORChain's soon-to-be-released liquidity network, enter the percentage of the supply that could be pulled and by what date, and it's going to work work out how much one rune is worth. It's pretty freaking sick. Not financial advice, but I have a strong feeling, like I do with reserve rights, aka RSR. This is going to make some really rich cats. Whales are accumulating rune in a big way, ladies and gentlemen. Let me have a look at Rune Vault. This is where users can stake their rune until the launch of BepSwap. Stake using this interface, earn 1% of your balance compounded. And as you can see here, look at that. Astonishing. 88.232% of the supply is being staked right now. Almost 132 million rune. Number of stakers 962. Really picking up steam. The leaderboard is here. Let's have a look at the leaderboard. Oh god, look at that beautiful 4.1 million rune. He's going to be a very happy man or lady. You can scroll down here. You can see that some people have some pretty big stacks. Yeah, so that's the first page. 4.1-ish being the leader, or the biggest whale, shall we say, and the bottom page one, someone has 255,000, and they're all earning 1% on their holdings. Let's have a look at this number one whale. Yeah, so on the Binance chain, they have 0.15 BNB, $2 worth, and they have $329,000 worth of rune. Maybe they know something we don't, or some people don't. Let's talk about the whales then, because they have been, THORChain have been doing some over-the-counter sales. They're very transparent about how they do that. They sell at the 7-day moving average, so they're not giving away at a discount. The team has $1.5 million, good enough for 2 years of development, they say, which is good to know. The team are pseudo anonymous. They say it's more about the project than them, and if you check out the GitHub, you will find out that they are crushing it. There's no other word to describe it. Absolutely crushing it. They have 12 developers and are implementing Bitcoin and Ethereum bridges already. It's going to be wild. We're also hiring different people to broaden the scope of the Rune tokens utility. People have been holding their Rune in Rune Vault, as I said. Let's go back to that. Yeah, you get 1% interest until the launch of BepSwap.com, which isn't far away. This is going to be Binance's first DeFi app for the Binance chain, aka BEP2. BTC and ETH2 follow. I think ETH will be first, Bitcoin will be last. Rune is going to appreciate in value by the sum of the assets it secures, and you'll also get income from slippage fees in the asset as well. So this is top quality gravy. Node collateral is 1 million rune. A rune node, that's your retirement money, baby, in my opinion. But it won't come cheap. The time of recording this, 1 million rune will cost you over 79,000 US dollars. Market cap is a very tasty 11.9 million dollars. This is going to X so hard, in my opinion, not financial advice. Circulating supply around 150 million, as you can see from Rune Vault. 132 million is locked, staked in. So there we go. So as I mentioned, an astonishing amount of RUNE is being staked in the vault. You'd be hard-pressed to find more iron-fisted holders in the hold of crypto. They and I know a storm is coming. It will be a glorious storm outside of a small band of folks, really. It seems like no one's really watching what's unfolding before them. But steadily people are catching on, which is good to see. People ask, will THORChain be able to attract enough liquidity? Good question. But the team say they expect Uniswap-like growth. If that happens, boom, literally, boom. Now, checking the price at this time of the video, I use Binance DEX when I buy my RUNE. It's nice and simple. There's a look at the chart. It's been going up quite a lot. If you can grab a bag for 8 cents, I think you're doing pretty well. There's normally a bit of a sell-off on Sunday when they pay out the interest payments. So if you want to slip some cheapo buy orders in there, might be worth a go. You might catch them, and if not, you still have BNB, and you can go ahead and market buy whenever you want. Anyway, you can also go to Bitmax, I believe. Let me double check that. I don't want to be giving out incorrect information to my favorite people. Oh yes, Bitmax. Well, apparently that does a lot more volume than Binance DEX, but it has a little red dot there under trust, which maybe means you shouldn't really trust that. But I haven't heard any negative reviews about Bitmax, but my go-to is Binance DEX. Works pretty smooth. RUNE is always pretty much in the top 5 volume. It's quite normally it's number 1, in fact. Yeah, so as I say, the market cap is less than 12 million US dollars. I personally see this going way, 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 way higher. This is a game changer, folks, not a wannabe game changer. Strong words, but crypto may never be the same again once THORChain is fully up and gunning. I am mega, massively bullish on THORChain, and when you do your research, I believe you will be too. You can send your RUNE from Binance DEX to Trust Wallet app. Pretty good, pretty secure. Make sure you write down your seed words, don't lose them. Send them to your Trust Wallet app, and then go to the RUNE Vault, press Stake Now, connect wallet, wallet connect, scan the QR code. You can use ledger device, key store file, or seed words as well if you want. That's where I'm going to leave the video for now. I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly did. THORChain, Chad coin of the highest order. If I were to give it a Chad coin rating, I would give it 9.9 out of 10, the same as I gave to Reserve Rights. I'm so bullish on both these projects, but today I'm talking about THORChain, a decentralized liquidity network, which is going to crush. Please like, comment, and subscribe on my video. I'd very much appreciate it. You are the best. You are the Chads. Until next time, stack the Chad. Peace!